Yep.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Check.
Check.
We're also on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now. Check it now. Refresh it. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah. Sounds good. Welcome to Mustang Football, and thank you for joining us right here on Legends 98.9. Opening night of district play here in Wheeler at Nicholson Field as the Mustangs get set to play their sixth game of the 2025 season, looking to go 5-1 and 1-0 in district. The Mustangs coming off their bye week as they got some much-needed rest, Mike, before starting the second half of the season here in district play. I'm Cam Nadoris alongside with Dr. Michael King for Wheeler High School Sports Radio Legends 98.9. How you doing, Mike?
Fantastic, Coach. Real season starts tonight. Look forward to it.
This is the Mustang pregame show brought to you by Cross Country Barn. Cross Country Barn is the barn's got it. If you want to save up to 15 cents a gallon on fuel using your Phillips 66 app, the Cross Country Barn's also got it. The breakfast burritos, Hunt's Brothers Pizza, sandwiches, and more. Check it out. They've got it at Cross Country Barn in Wheeler. Tonight's game, Mike, the Mustangs having their eyes set on a district title, taking one game at a time, though, as they have high expectations for themselves. The Mustangs offense have piled up 1,046 yards on the ground so far in preseason play. Chris Gallardo leading the Mustangs in the run game, having 51 carries for 228 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Creed Newkirk is 26 of 43 in the passing game with 350 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns for Creed. The Mustangs' leading wide receiver is Bryce Hill, having 5 catches for 78 yards, averaging 15 yards per catch for Bryce. If you listeners haven't caught the podcast yet, find us on Facebook at Wheeler High School Sports Radio, powered by Legends 98.9, or on YouTube at the 50-yard line. Episodes 1 through 7 are posted. For tonight's matchup, the Mustangs and the Indians coming in from District 5 2A Division 2 out of Region 2, joining the same opponents as they do in most seasons, but Wellington, Clarendon, Shamrock, and Memphis. The Indians are coached by Mike Bowling, and the Mustangs are coached by Matt Hoover in his 5th season with the Mustangs. Mustangs coaching staff, offense coordinator Mitchell Lowrance, assistants Todd Beer, Bryce Richardson, and Ryan Arnold. Tonight's weather, Mike, going to be a really nice night tonight. 81 degrees at kick, 10 to 15 miles per hour winds from the south, so not much to complain about.
No, not much of any factors tonight. Just a good night to play some ball.
The Mustangs keys to the game here brought to you by H&H Tire. H&H has all the name brand tires for cars, trucks, and the big rigs. H&H has the coffee pot on at 7:30 Monday through Saturday, a mile west of the stoplight on US 152 in Wheeler. Some keys to the game, Mike. The Mustangs are good and rested, so they've had 2 bye weeks in the past 3 weeks. The Mustangs need some of their players to get healed up and ready for challenging district play. But looking forward to them playing on all cylinders tonight.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago against Sanford Fritch, I mean, the Mustangs were kind of finding their stride offensively, more of a balanced attack, able to establish the run and pretty much do what they typically do, with Wheeler Mustang football.
The Mustang offense, right? The Mustang offense has to establish a presence in the run game from their first offensive snap. That will set the tone of the game and open up the passing game for Newkirk. Leading wide receivers Bryce Hill and Garrett Ashurst. Coach Hoover continues to lead a dominant force for his defense. The Mustangs have to establish their physicality on the defensive side of the ball and set a tone for the second half of the season, and that starts tonight.
Absolutely. You definitely you had a week off to prepare for this thing, and right before district play, that's almost the perfect time to have a good bye week and then set everything in, motivate your team, and for the real prize at hand.
With those keys to the game, Quanah coming in with an enrollment of 143 students. The Mustangs coming in with an enrollment of 106. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Ware Chevrolet, Market Square Supermarkets, Shamrock Legacy Insurance, Highlands Pharmacy, Wheeler Vet Clinic, Capital Farm Credit, Marshall Auto, Lee's Refrigeration, The Studio Coffee Shop, Heffley Hardware, Feed and Appliance, Wellington State Bank's Wheeler Branch, The Wheeler Times, H&H Tire, and Cross Country Barn. Thanks for all those sponsors who bring you this telecast here on YouTube and on Facebook, streaming live right now. If you want to go and check that out, you can watch and listen to us live as a game, updated scores, and all our sponsors scroll through all that, highlights and things like that. If you're unable to do that, follow right here on Legends 98.9, either FM there in your car, on your phone, the old antenna there, Mike, however you can get us in. Thanks for listening to us.
Should be on our A game tonight, not sitting in the bleachers.
Yeah, no sun, band up blasting in our ears. Yeah, we love the band, but a little hard to, a lot going on last
week. The tuba definitely interferes, especially, quiet voice, right? Right now we got the luxury of sitting in the suites of here at Nicholson Field, so we're preparing to get ready for a good one tonight.
Excited to get the second half of the season taken off and see what happened. Coach Hoover and coach's staff got the field looking nice. Got the black lines striped here on the field here for district play. So looking forward to kickoff here in about 12 minutes. You've been listening to the Mustang Pregame Show brought to you by Cross Country Barn. I am Cam Nadoris alongside Dr. Michael King for Wheeler High School Sports Radio on Legends 98.9. Back to Nicholson Field for opening kick right after this. You're good. You want to play that during halftime? Can we do that? Yeah, let's play that during halftime.
Because we got about 11:30 till kick.
Perfect. Welcome to Nicholson Field as your Wheeler Mustangs get set to take on the first district opponent in the Quanah Indians here at Nicholson Field. We've got about 2 minutes here until we kick. The Mustangs in all black, gold numbers, black helmets. Quanah in the road whites, white pants, white jerseys, black helmets, gold numbers, and lining up here to about to say the national anthem. Before we do that, Quanah wins the opening coin toss, the first of the second half, and the Mustangs will be on defense. Captains for the Mustangs, freshman Preston Hampton, Diego Soto, Juan Carlos Del Rio, and Creed Newkirk. Captains for the Quanah Indians, Charlie Call, Lexton Reese, Prave Parr, and Nick Gonzalez. And we will have the national anthem here, the raising of the flag, so we'll take a brief timeout. And the Mustangs will be kicking off here to open this district season here against the Quanah Indians. Set to tee this one away for the Mustangs is going to be Aaron Barone, sophomore. Back deep to return for Quanah. Going to be Lexton Reese, the sophomore for the Indians. Stepping this one off, Aaron Barone, as he's going to get lined up. The Mustangs are set to go, and toe to leather. Short end over end, pooch kick, fair caught at the 36-yard line. Receiving that for Quanah is going to be Caleb Martinez, 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore, and that's where the Indians will take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Ball will be placed on the left hash as Aaron Barone got the pooch kick and keep it away there from Lexton Reese, who's been proven dangerous there with his speed.
Mustangs have no problem starting out on defense. So far, been really, really stout, especially on their defensive line. Last week, really holding their opponent to their side of the field for most of 3 of the 4 quarters, actually. We'll see what they do here tonight.
6 foot, 200-pounder here in Prather Park, quarterback, takes a snap, hands it off. Going to be hit right in the backfield as he hands it off right up the middle to Nicholas Gonzalez, the senior for Quanah. It's going to be a gain of 2. Brought down by the whole defensive line for the Mustangs. Preston Hampton in at nose guard. The freshman holding down the middle, Kyler Hibbler and Jackson Graves. And we're at a fast screen to be blown up immediately by Jackson Allen. Read that, been studying film as that play goes to Lexton Reese, and Jackson Allen reads it from the get-go and blows that one up, and that's going to be a loss of 5 there for Quanah.
Jackson Allen, without hesitation, makes a break on the ball. Great tackle, and just identifying the play, like you just said, Coach.
It's going to be 3rd and 14 for Quanah as they come out and 2 receivers wide left and right. No back. Quarterback takes it. Is going to throw it. Falls incomplete. Intended receiver is going to be Weston Simmons. That falls incomplete, and that'll bring on the Quanah Indian punt team here with 10:58 left to play in the first as they go 3 and out.
Mustang defense not skipping a beat right there, getting pressure on the quarterback in the backfield on that 3rd down, and 3 and out thus far for the Quanah Indians as the Mustangs receive this punt.
Jackson Graves had his hand right there, his big paw right in the middle of the passing lane. Set to kick this one away for Quanah. It's going to be Prather Barr. He's going to have time. It's going to be high end-over-end kick, and it's going to be fielded by Garrett Ashurst, and he's going to be hawked down immediately at the 35-yard line. We'll see if that's where they stop his forward progress. And before he's slung down there by the Quanah coverage team and making initial contact for Quanah, not on our lineup list here, Mike. So any Quanah listeners, I apologize, don't have anything there for you on.
Great tackle, by the way.
Yeah, great tackle there in open field. Garrett not afraid to take a shot as the Mustangs come out and 2 receivers wide, left, open, right. Bryce Hill and Garrett Ashurst to the far side. Abraham Segala to the near. Three down linemen for Quanah. Looks like they're going to get called for offsides as the hard count gets them, and then Mustang's going to get a free 5-yard penalty here out of that.
That's what you're seeing out of Newkirk, is his cadence is really down with it. It's the experience that you get as a senior quarterback. Catches them on the first hut, and then they bounce off sides and spots the Wheeler Mustangs 5 yards here on 1st down.
Mustangs here facing 1st and 5 after the Quanah penalty. 3 down lineman for Quanah. Jackson Graves tied in to the right, gun left. Newkirk going to check the play at the line as Quanah is going to try to stunt, kind of like Hell Center, and Chris Gallardo is going to hit the seam, and he's going to go for the 1st down plus some, and that's going to be a 17-yard gain there for Gallardo as he goes 1st and 10 for the Mustangs there at their own 48.
Great check by the quarterback right there. Identified it at the line of scrimmage, sets back, calls it down to his running back, and then Gallardo just makes an excellent run, advances the sticks.
Quanah kind of running a little bit of look like Hell Center did, as Hell Center had success on the Mustangs. They're stunting and twist stunts every single gap, every single play as the Mustangs come out in the tray formation. Jackson Graves tied in left, gun right. Newkirk takes the snap, going to hand off Gallardo off the left side this time, gets behind freshman Preston Hampton. He's going to go up for another 1st down, maybe 12, 13-yard gain. The Mustangs in tempo.
And this is what we're seeing last week, Coach, is Gallardo's really planting his foot and becoming more of a downhill runner. Just saw the gap, shot through, and then advanced the sticks once again. Mustangs, thus far, 2 first downs, 2 first downs.
Mustangs take over after the second 1st down here at the Quanah 39-yard line. Ball's on the left hash. Newkirk takes the snap, going to fake it to Gallardo. This time going to get called for a procedure as the Mustangs, looks like on the far left side, one of the wideouts, maybe Bryce Hill might have jumped just a little bit early. And coaches hate to see that from a receiver as they're supposed to look down the line at the ball. They should never even know the snap count as they're not even in the huddle. But get it back on this next one. First penalty of the ball game. The Mustangs looking at here 1st and 15 at the Quanah 44. Going to flip tight end to the right this time. Jackson Graves out to the right side, gun left. Newkirk takes the snap, going to hand off Gallardo up the middle. It's going to hit. Going to be a 6-yard gain as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And Gallardo just sticking it up in there. Hard run right up the gut.
Yeah, decisive runner. Chris Gallardo just picks it right back up, and the Mustangs right here should be 2nd and 9 and gets the yards just right back.
Officially, after the mark there, Mike, they're going to say stopped at the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Don't agree.
I agree. I agree with the pushing that extra yard there, but that's where they're going to mark it. Twins left, open right. Newkirk takes the snap, going to keep it for himself, going to get behind Diego Soto. He's going to make a move on the safety, hurdles a man. Going to spin through. He's going to take 4 Indians to bring him down. And the Mustangs in tempo here as they get the first down in the red zone. And that's going to be a Highlands Pharmacy red zone for the Mustangs. Same formation, gun left. Newkirk takes the snap. Gallardo off the right side, bounces it out. Get behind Jackson Graves and Abraham Segala. Flag on the play. Looks like they may get Segala for hold. And anytime a receiver does a great job downfield blocking, they're going to get nailed for it. So I don't agree, but Coach Hoover doesn't either. He said that's what we coach him to do is our hands are inside, and he's arguing that that's not a hold. He's just getting whipped.
Yeah, the world's just trying to take down the modern-day receiver. I don't agree with it at all. No, but all kidding aside, Coach, I mean, they're going and finding a lot of success off of Preston Hampton, freshman really stepping in. And then last two runs, man, he's clearing a hole, and then he did again on that play. Backs the Mustangs back on the penalty here, and as they reset, 1st and 20.
Be 1st and 20 after the hold as the Mustangs go twins to the left. Abraham Segala and Garrett Ashurst to the far side. Bryce Hill to the near side. Jackson Graves in at the H-back behind the guard. Takes a snap, going to hand off Gallardo off the right side. Gets a seal. Going to stick a shoulder right into the safety. And he's going to gain 9 on the play. Get back to the Quanah 20-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11 after the penalty.
Love the way Chris is running the football. Just aggressive, point of attack, and finding a guy and just sticking his head down, advancing and getting an extra yard. Mustangs get their yards virtually just right back there. It'd be 2nd and 11.
Flips the formation. Abraham and Garrett to the near side. Bryce is going to go up top to the far side. Gun left. Gallardo to the left of Newkirk. 2nd and 11. Newkirk takes a snap. Going to give it to Gallardo. Gets behind Jackson Graves again up the middle. Stiff arm fighting through traffic. Going to get stumble for the first down. Plus some. Going to be 1st and goal for the Mustangs after Jackson Graves gets a huge seal block. And Gallardo saw nothing but pay dirt as the Mustangs here in tempo.
Yeah, we're going to be saying his name quite a bit tonight, Coach. He's running the football very effectively.
Newkirk takes the snap, going to hand it off to Gallardo, going to get the seal block behind Preston Hampton, and Jackson Graves in a huge hole there as a freshman, showing why they put him on there in that spot, creating huge hole there for the running back, and he just walks into the end zone. Mustangs strike first here with 6:46 left to play in the first. All Mustangs here is the extra point to follow here.
Yeah, establishing a fantastic drive right there. No glamour to that. Just keeping it on the ground and punishing it. And right behind Chris Gallardo, just running north and south.
Aaron Barone kicked this one through. Snap back, hold down. Kicks up. It's going to be high, end over end. It's going to be right down the middle. And that's good. And with 6:46 left to play in the first quarter, you're going to be the Mustangs 7, Quanah Indians 0. We'll be back with the Mustang kick right after this.
Angel and Nick know if it's like a punt to not rotate out there.
Welcome back to Nicholson Field as your Wheeler Mustangs strike first here with 6:46 left to play in the first as they lead the Quanah Indians 7-0. And with the Wheeler Vet Clinic score drive, Dr. King.
Mustangs go 66 yards in 7 plays. All runs capped off by a Chris Gallardo 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good as the Wheeler Mustangs lead this thing 7-0. 6:46 left in the first.
Back to return for the Quanah Indians is going to be Lexton Reese. Aaron Barone points left and right. Total Leather, he's going to boot this one deep this time. It's going to be fielded and muffed. It's going to be picked up by Lexton Reese. He's going to go to the 20, and he's going to be swallowed up as he absolutely nowhere to go. David Samdiego broke down there in the open field, and Lexton slides down for safety as he was bottled up, had nowhere to go, and he's going to take his victory there and take their Quanah Indians there, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Ball placed in the middle of the field. 6:41 left to play in the first. Wheeler Mustangs 7, Quanah Indians 0.
So far, Wheeler Mustangs playing some physical football, defensively forcing a 3 and out, and then last scoring drive, just running it down the gullet, and actually look to continue their success here on this possession.
Quanah comes out in no back, man in motion, left to right. Takes a snap as Prather Parr's got time, throws, be completed, and it's going to be a 9-yard gain. Completed receiver is going to be Blayton Chandler, the senior. 9-yard gain there on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 1 as Quanah in tempo as they get to the 34-yard line as they check the play at the sideline by Coach Mike Bowling.
Yeah, it's receiver Chandler just found a real soft gap in between the linebackers and made a good route, broke to the ball, and Quanah Indians advanced for their first down.
6:06 and counting. No back again, 3 receivers wide to the right, twins left. Quarterback draw up the middle, and he's going to be stuck hard there by Diego Soto. But it will be enough for the first down. As quarterback Parr goes quarterback draw up the middle for 4-yard gain. Going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 37-yard line.
That's the motion.
Mustang football this season brought to you by Shamrock Legacy Insurance.
Pointed to the ground.
Same formation, man in motion, left to right. Parr's going to hand it off the right side, off the sweep. Going to be Juan Carlos Del Rio on the tackle. Lexton Reese on the sweep for the Indians. Going to be a 9-yard gain as they get to their own 48-yard line, bring up 2nd and 1.
Quanah running off of the jet motion sweep right there and able to get 3 plays to advance the football.
Bow and ISO.
Mustangs showing pressure, bringing everybody as they go up into the wishbone. It's going to go right up the middle. It's going to be a first down plus some, as the cameraman is also me, so I apologize for watching at home. Multitasking again this week as the Quanah Indians go to the Mustang 44 on the move. 5 minutes left here to play in the first.
ISO left.
Out of the bone, Mustang's going to stop the run right up the gut. It's going to be a 2-yard gain. Trying to see who the ball carrier was on that, as it was a quick hit there as Nicholas Gonzalez for Quanah. Going to get the 2-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 8 at the Mustang 42. Going to go back to the spread. Reese in motion. Parr takes the snap, looks right, throws right. It's going to be caught across the middle on the slant. It's going to be wrapped up by a host of Mustangs. And Israel Andrade there. Flag on the play as Quanah looks like they didn't like the extracurricular and going to start chattering. We'll see who it's on. Not exactly sure.
They're kind of backing up, Coach. Looks like it's on Quanah.
Be dead. Let's see who they're going to call as they're talking on their headsets out of the Amarillo chapter. Looks like maybe a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, after the catch. Blayton Chandler was the receiver on that. It was a 9-yard gain there for Quanah. Be dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Quanah. And that will move them back after the positive play as the Mustang defense just swallowed him up, drove him back, playing to the whistle, and they bottled him up, let go, and receiver didn't like it.
Yeah, Quanah was putting together a pretty good drive and ran the same play as they did earlier. Little broke off, slant into the middle, advanced sticks, but little misconduct penalty drives him back, and then and looks like they're gaining some momentum each play. We'll see what happens here.
It's going to bring up 1st and 10 after the penalty at the Mustang 48. After the penalty. Quanah looks like they're going to stay in spread in 2-back gun. Parr ready for the snap. Twins to the right, open left. Man in motion left to right. Parr takes the snap, got pressure, fighting through traffic. Got Jackson Graves going to swallow him up. there. Juan Carlos Del Rio also on the tackle. Kyler Moss, going to be a 5-yard gain. No gain on the play. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd down and 10 after the quarterback scramble as Jackson Graves swallowed him up, getting his first sack of the night.
Did a great job on staying put, not getting too far in the backfield, and playing some really good run defense as Jackson Graves.
Jet. What kind of jet? What kind of jet?
Twins to the right, trips left, no back. Parr sends a man in motion right to left. Going to hand it off to the sophomore. It's going to be hit hard. Finishing off is Israel Andrade. Ball carrier on the play is going to be Lexton Reese. Those numbers a little hard to read there, Mike. Looks like that was a 3 there for a second. That is Lexton Reese off the jet sweep. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. 3-yard gain and bring up 3rd and 7. Ball's going to be at the Mustang 45. Trips to the right, open left, gun right. Mustang showing pressure. Parr takes a snap, going to run quarterback draw. And looking for a stiff arm is Abraham Segala is going to swallow him up, and cleaning him up is going to be Garrett Ashurst. And Parr looks like he may be hurt as he got tackled really hard and folded up.
Yeah, hesitated.
Kind of got twisted up there on the play.
Hesitated, went upfield, and then just kind of tackled from behind, took an awkward twist.
Definitely a clean tackle there on Parr as he scrambled. Abraham Segala had him wrapped up. Big body there from the quarterback. And Abraham Segala had him wrapped up, and just coming to clean it up is going to be Garrett Ashurst. And just kind of an unfortunate there. Got Parr twisted up as Parr is just a junior. And we've been covering him for a while, Mike. We've been saying his name here during this game here for a long time. And I hate to see a player like that, at any player go down, but especially quarterback, that hurts.
Yeah, he's playing pretty well, and then just really kind of controlling this drive. And it's really unfortunate he has to go down right now. Hopefully he's okay.
And as the trainers check out Parr, looks like they're looking more towards his knee. We'll step aside here with 2:32 left to play in the first quarter. Wheeler Mustangs 7, Quanah Indians 0. We'll step aside for an injury timeout.
I'm about to go level up, I cannot settle for nothing, I never been regular. Always knew I could do better, I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in, now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919, the city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve, I put in the work, now I'm about to level up. Been on my grind since 2013, now the way that I live, I feel.
I'm sucking down. I'm pretty good right now.
Welcome back to Nicholson Field as Prather Parr, quarterback for the Quanah Indians, is helped off the field. Looked like a lower leg injury. Unfortunate for Quanah there. See their starting quarterback get banged up here in the first quarter. Parr, a great player. Hate to see that. Enjoy watching him play. He can throw the football and scramble. Makes for an exciting game. So we'll see who Quanah puts in there as they regroup. here as they trail 7-0 here in the first quarter to your Wheeler Mustangs.
Yeah, it's something you just really don't want to see. And Parr competing on a high level, really playing some good football on that drive, and you just really don't want to see it at any state, let alone early in the game. But hopefully, young man's okay, and we really do wish him a speedy recovery.
We'll see what happens here as that was third down. That's going to leave Quanah here with a 4th and 6 with 2:32 left to play in the first quarter. And we'll see what they decide to do as the clock will start. 25 seconds if they'll go for it. They are gonna go for it. Coming in at the helm is going to be Caleb Martinez, a sophomore quarterback. Trips to the right, gun right. Martinez takes a snap, throws it. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be enough for a first down plus some. It's going to be ran out of bounds. Looks like Israel Andrade, receiver, not on our roster there, Mike, is 16. Makes the catch, and that'll be a first down for Quanah as they were facing 4th and 6 off the pass, and they get it complete, and they convert here on 4th down.
No fear. Put all the confidence you have in Martinez. Goes out there and makes a great throw on 4th down and continues this drive.
Don't left.
Trips to the right, gun right. Martinez facing a 3-man front. Takes a snap. Going to hand it off up the middle. Bounces out to the right side. It's going to be tackled by Jackson Graves, but he's going to gain 5 on the play. Ball carrier for Quanah is going to be Nicholas Gonzalez. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 at the Mustang 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Ball's going to be placed at the right hash. Quanah moving from the south to the north, right to left as we watch them. They're facing a 2nd and 5 with 1:45 left to play in the first, trailing your Wheeler Mustangs 7-0. Trips to the left, gun right. Martinez takes a snap, going to hand it off up the middle. Same play, going to gain 2. Making initial contact for the Mustang, Juan Carlos Del Rio and Diego Soto at the linebacker spot. Plug that one up. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3.
And so far, they're slowly moving football downfield. This will be their 12th play on this drive.
Mustang football this season brought to you by Lee's Refrigeration, the dependable choice for year-round comfort in Wheeler County and surrounding area.
Hey, no, shoot.
Trips to the right, gun left. Mustang showing pressure. Martinez takes a snap. Ball's on the ground. Martinez able to fall on it. Abraham Segala right there. That's going to lose 2. Going to bring up 4th and 5 as Segala was there, almost had the football there on the misstep from Martinez. And also Lexton Reese just got bobbled up there. Almost near disaster there for the Indians.
Yeah, just wasn't able to fully corral it off the gun and try to hand it off to the running back. Just kind of fumbled the exchange, put the ball on the field as Quanah faces another 4th down.
Novak is trips to the left, Twins right. Martinez takes a snap, looks right, throws right. It's going to be caught. You see it almost be enough for a first down. Looks like it's going to be short. He had to come back. That's going to be Hudda Langford, the sophomore, for the Indians, and that's going to be a turnover on downs as there's 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs still lead here 7-0. Martinez had time. Receiver came back to the football and just got bottled up right there after he caught it. Nowhere to go.
Coverage play back a little bit, wait for the play to come to them as the receiver worked back towards the football. Just good open field tackle by Chris Gallardo right there as the defense makes another stand there on 4th down. Retains possession as the Wheeler Mustangs start on their own 19.
1st and 10, Mustangs at their own 19-yard line. Ball's placed at the left hash. 15 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Twins to the left, gun left. Newkirk takes a snap, hands it off to Gallardo. Gallardo going to hit the seam right up the middle. He's going to fight off traffic. He's going to get to the 50, all the way to the 50. Great run there by Gallardo. That's going to be a 30-yard gain as that's – see what happens. They came over the top. Looked like they may have got an incidental face mask, but what could have been a penalty. I don't see I thought they were holding up for a flag. And that's not where it's going to be as the clock will start as soon as the chains get set. The Mustangs will take it to quarter as they lead here 7-0.
last week, or sorry, 2 weeks ago against Sanford Fridge, Chris Gallardo really made a statement game. And this one, he's putting an exclamation point on it as he's continuing to run the football very, very well. 6 plays out of the last drive, gets 30 yards on the first play of this next drive.
And just got right behind the freshman in Preston Hampton, got right behind Jackson Graves, and then the other offensive line just really has gotten comfortable there, Mike, as they've gotten in there and settled in here in the second half of the season and really taken off. And with the end of the first quarter, we the Mustangs 7, Quanah Indians 0. We'll be back with the second quarter action right after this.
Make sure the receivers know they got gapped up.
And Chris Gallardo's 30-yard game will set up the Mustangs 1st and 10 at the 50. Ball's to be placed at the left hash. Mustangs moving from the south to the north, right to left as we watch them, as twins to the right, open left. Gallardo to the right of Newkirk. Jackson Graves in the sniffer back to the left, right behind Diego Soto at the guard. And the Mustangs trying to get hard count. They almost had it. Hand off to Gallardo off the left side. Delay. He's going to stutter, get up the middle. He's going to stick a foot in the ground, running through traffic, get all the way to, let's see, they mark it at the 29. As Bryce Hill had the corner, and Gallardo passed him up, and he's going to get a 20-yard gain, 19-yard gain officially as the Mustangs in tempo. Newkirk takes a snap. Going to hand it off on the reverse. Going to go to Garrett Ashurst to the 30. Looks like he's going to go in for the score. Flag on the play. That's going to go against Quanah as Mustangs in tempo. They couldn't get their defense off the field fast enough. And that'll be a decline penalty as Coach Lawrence dials up the touchdown play there on the reverse off of tempo. And Quanah all confused.
Beautiful play design and a beautiful call, Coach. And it was just something you kind of lull him to sleep, just running off trap. And then with Gallardo, and then you get Garrett Ashurst in motion right there, taking a double handoff, takes it to the house, 30 yards. Excellent play.
31-yard touchdown run by Garrett Ashurst, and Aaron Barone's extra point to follow with 11:38 here to play in the first half. Snap back. Hold down, kick is up, and that's going to go right down the middle. And that is good. And with 11:38 left to play in the first half, you're with the Mustangs 14, Quanah 0. We'll be back with the Mustang kick right after this. Welcome back to Nicholson Field as the Wheeler Mustangs strike again off of tempo. 31-yard touchdown run with 11:38 left to play in the first half, going on top of the Quanah Indians here in the first week of district by a score of 14-0. And with the Market Square Supermarket score drive, Dr. King.
Mustangs keep it on the ground for 3 plays, 81 yards, and strike again with Garrett Asher's 31-yard touchdown. Extra point is good as the Mustangs lead this 14-0, 11:38 in the second.
Score update in the Memphis Shamrock game. First quarter there, Memphis leads that one by a score of 7-6 as Aaron Barone kicks this one away. High end-over-end kick's going to go to the middle, bounces, takes a Mustang bounce, and Bryce Hill flying down the field, almost makes a tackle. Watch out as the dangerous sophomore is going to try to make some guys miss, and he does as he goes for a 19-yard gain. Ball carrier on the play is going to be Lexton Reese for Quanah as they'll take over their 1st and 10 after the return.
Bryce Hill flying downfield, man. I mean, he's a man
Barely
with bad
overran that,
intentions.
yeah.
Yep.
He's been having a lot of success with his physicality and his speed, just flying downfield, making things happen on special teams. And Quanah will take over. Quanah will take over their 1st and 10. Trying to get the 40-second play clock readjusted, restarted. Trying to get it to the 25-second. And there we go. We finally got it. And we're back to action as Quanah will take over at their own 34. Twins to the left and right. Martinez facing a 3-man front from the Mustangs. Man in motion, Lexton Reese right to left. Martinez is going to go off the left side. He's going to meet a host of Mustangs as Diego Soto got bottled up and then ran over. Not sure what happened. I think he got hung up on the neck roll, maybe.
I think that's the case.
Bryce Heffley, Preston Hampton, Jackson Graves there to clean that one up. Juan Carlos Del Rio. A little nasty there at the end as he comes in and shows the physicality of the Mustang defense as that goes for no gain. Going to be 2nd and 10 for Quanah at their own 34. Quanah goes into the wishbone. Martinez under center. Takes a snap, bobbles it. It's going to toss it to the left. It's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Nowhere to go. And Mustang's going to swallow up off the toss. It's going to be Jackson Allen. Also Diego Soto, ball carrier. For Quanah to be Nicholas Gonzalez, the senior, nowhere to go, and that's going to be a loss of 2.
Bit of a low snap, and then again a little bit on the center quarterback exchange right there. Had to literally toss it as soon as he got it, but Mustangs beat him in the backfield as we look at 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12 for Quanah at their own 32.
Center left, center left, center left.
Novak trips to the right, Twins left. Mustangs in a 4-man front, bringing pressure. Martinez is going to scramble, and hard hit as he's going to not be wrapped up as Juan Carlos Del Rio bodied him, kind of pushed him forward. If he would have got the arms around him, Martinez wouldn't have got the first, but he pushes him forward. He stumbles for another 4 yards, falls down, and gets the first down. That moves the chains for Quanah. It's going to take them to their own 46 now. Ball's placed at the right hash.
That's something you got to be accounted for. Martinez just displays some good speed and gets upfield and gets the first down for the Quanah Indians.
Same formation. Man in motion, Lexton Reese right to left. Going to hand it off to Reese off the left side. And still on his feet as he's going to scramble around traffic. Thought he was going to be bottled up as Garrett Ashurst had him dead to rights there, and he's going to go for a 6-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 4, crossing into Mustang territory at the Mustang 49.
Going over. ISO right.
Martinez goes under center as come back under in the wishbone. Martinez going to hand it off the right side in the wishbone. And right there, Jackson Graves making a punishing tackle as Chris Gallardo makes initial contact. And that's Lexton Reese on the ball as the ball carrier is going to lose a couple. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 4 for Quanah.
Chris Gallardo yet again get a piece of him, slows him down in the backfield, and then Jackson Graves cleans it up.
Nick Woolard in at the nose guard for the Mustangs. No back. Martinez sends Reese in motion right to left. Martinez looks left, wants to throw. Jackson Graves going to blow him up from the backside. And Reese didn't see that coming at all as the ball goes flying up and is caught by a lineman. So it wasn't a pass. That would have been a fumble on the play as Jackson Graves would have got his second sack of the night and just comes untouched towards the sophomore's quarterback's back blind side.
Yeah, a literal nightmare for any quarterback. If you see a man that large moving that fast, point you don't see him, nearly knocks it loose, and Quanah is able to fortunately fall on the football. But Jackson Graves, man, we know he'll do that from time to time.
Reese is going to be in at the Wildcat for the Indians. In fourth down, Reese going to take it off the left side as Diego Soto is going to be bottled up by the Mustangs. It looks like he's going to get it as the Mustang defense swallows him up. Diego Soto makes initial contact, and the rest of the Mustang crew, Israel Andrade, Jackson Graves, Bryce Heffley, and Garrett Asher swallow him up, and the Mustangs will take over on downs.
You know, the defensive line keeps the linebackers clean, and the linebackers just all season playing really disciplined football, flying to the football, making aggressive plays, and great open field tackles as the Mustangs retain possession on a turnover on downs.
Taking over at their own 48-yard line, Mustangs at the right hash, moving right to left as Quanah had some momentum there, and the Mustang defense just holding strong, nowhere to go as they come out here and trips left, gun right.
They only got two over here. Let's go.
Newkirk takes a snap, has to pick it up off the ground, looks right, looks left, wants to throw left. He's got Bryce Hill open. Bryce Hill stops. Makes a unfortunate adjustment on the football as Newkirk laid it up there on a pillow for him. And a great call there by Coach Lawrence up in the box.
May have gotten lost in the lights there, Coach, but Newkirk just throws one down there, and great job on a low snap and able to get the ball in the field and throws a dime, just not able to complete.
Newkirk back there had all day, made a sandwich as he just took his time, let Bryce get down there as far as he could go and threw a bomb. He's going to hand off Gallardo off the left side. He's going to get behind Juan Carlos Del Rio, and Bryce Hill going to fight through. He's going to go down the left-hand sideline, stumbling through. He's going to go in for the Mustang touchdown, no flag. And Gallardo, heck of a run as he tiptoed down the sideline. And Juan Carlos Del Rio and Bryce Hill out there up front blocking for him. And Juan Carlos Del Rio kind of got tangled up. We'll see what he got. Maybe an ankle, maybe just got maybe a cramp.
Gallardo just tiptoeing, showing great sense of balance and athleticism as he scores right there on a 52-yard touchdown run. And hopefully Del Rio's okay.
Looks like maybe got in the area of a cramp. The lineman not used to running that far downfield, but great job there by Juan Carlos Del Rio doing work, getting out there and lead blocking for Chris Gallardo as he goes in for 6.
So far, first half, what a night for Chris Gallardo, you know, and he's just been running the football right there, and patient runner, north and south, nothing fancy.
Great job there by the Mustang offensive line, just creating huge holes there for Gallardo. And extra point to follow here by Aaron Barone. How far was that run there, Mike? Where did we start? It went so quick. I forgot it was at the
48, so it was a 52-yard
run. Snap back, hold down. Kick is up by Aaron Barone. He goes right down the pipe, 3 for 3. And with 8:16 left to play in the first half, your Wheeler Mustangs 21, Quanah Indians 0. We'll be back with the Mustang kick right after this. Welcome back to Nicholson Field as your Mustangs extend their lead over the Quanah Indians here with 8:16 left to play in the first half, 21-0. And with the Ware Chevrolet score drive, Dr. King.
Mustangs off 2 plays by guess who? Chris Gallardo, 52-yard touchdown run as the Mustangs extend this thing 21-0 with 8:15 left in the second.
And Aaron Barone kicks off to Quanah to James Paz, the senior, and Garrett Ashurst makes an excellent open field tackle. And that's going to be a 13-yard gain. We'll see. Looks like there may be a flag on the play. I'm not sure. No, the officials just getting together, being a little slower as the Mustangs went on a 52-yard scamper there on that last touchdown run by Gallardo. And Quanah with the 13-yard return is going to take over here 1st and 10 at their own 33. Quanah moving left to right, north to south as we watch them as they come out in 2-back. Twins to the right, open left. And Quanah's going to get called for a delay of game. And that'll move them back right out the gate. Taking a little too long getting their personnel after quarterback Parr went down and Martinez is in. And Martinez takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to see who the ball carrier was as he went for a 4-yard gain. Ball carrier, I believe, was Nicholas Gonzalez. Going to bring up second and 11. As Quanah comes out and twins to the right, 2-back. Mustangs in a 3-man front. Joaquin Tintori, outside linebacker to the left, can hand it off the left side. Is going to get hit in the backfield immediately. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Abraham Segala on the tackle. Be a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Segala off the edge, able to get to the running back in the backfield and grabs a shoestring and then able to make a great tackle.
Quanah's had some success here, Mike, off this little quick little hook at the chain or at the chains, and look forward for him to come back and run something similar as they're trying to get the play call here as they're all over the place with 10 seconds left. Just to the right, gun left. Man in motion, left to right. Martinez takes the snap. Scott Jackson Graves and almost intercepted by Israel Andrade, who skied for the football. And that's going to bring up 4th down as Andrade skied for the football and almost had the pick.
Coach, you called it. They ran that quick broke-off slant and little hook play, and Andrade must have heard your cries, and he just makes a break on the football, elevates, and almost came down for the interception.
That's just out of the gun. That's old school smash. You got the outside curl, about a 10 or 11-yard curl, get to the chain. And just old school smash routes there, Mike, is just running out of the gun. And that falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like Quanah was going to bring on their punt team as they take another timeout. With 6:51 left to play in the first half, with the Mustangs 21, Quanah 0. The Indians take a timeout. We'll take one with them. This is Mustang football, Nicholson Field.
I'm about to go level up, I cannot settle for nothing, I never been regular, always knew I could do better, I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back, they didn't see all the time that I put in, now me and the money are way too attached, still repping 919, the city is mine and
Mike.
Oh, Jackson's going to block that one.
Punts away as Garrett Ashurst going to pitch it back to Israel Andrade on a little circus play. Garrett Ashurst drew one up in the dirt there for having some fun out there in some backyard ball. And I know coaches
Yeah,
Get a little nervous when stuff like that happens,
they're
but the
going to point that out, and it
senior having a little fun.
may account for a couple push-ups. That's enough to.
I think they might have been
getting a beverage.
I think they might have been in some cahoots after that punt, and he fields it. He's going to pitch it out to Garrett Ashurst. Coach Hoover wants to know what he was doing. It's either a hero or zero play there, Mike. If he'd have scored, he'd have been like, well, that's pretty cool.
What happened was fortuitous.
Right. Chris Gallardo's going to take the handoff, dancing through traffic, and he's going to get a 3-yard gain. As the Mustangs came out in 2-back. Chris Gallardo scampers for a 3-yard gain, brought down by Charlie Call, 6'2", 240-pounder for Quanah.
Yeah, so far with Gallardo, you call his number, you're going to get yards.
6:10 left to play in the first half. Mustangs do receive the second half kick as Quanah deferred. Or excuse me, Quanah took the ball first half. Mustangs in 2-back. Twins to the right. Newkirk takes a snap. Going to hand it off to Israel Andrade off the right side. He's going to hit the edge. He's got speed. He's going to go down the sideline, high-stepping. Looks like he's going to go. Nobody's going to catch him. He is going to go score. Out of 2-back, Mustang run game, unstoppable there so far this half. And popping off big run plays is Israel Andrade, as Chris Gallardo has been just pounding the rock, and Andrade takes one to the crib.
Yeah, I mean, Andrade joins the party here, and like you said, I mean, just running it with Gallardo creates a foundation, opens it up, and then you can get it to a number of weapons, and one of them is Israel Andrade. Hauls it in there from 51 yards, touchdown.
Mustangs at 103 yards off 2 run plays already. As Amberone set to punch this one through. Snap back, hold down, kicks up. He may have pulled that one, and they're going to shake yes. And kind of topped that one a little bit. But so far, 4 for 4 as Mustangs go on top of Quanah 28-0 with 5:41 left to play in the first half. We'll be back with the Mustang kick right after this. Welcome back to Nicholson Field as the Wheeler Mustangs 4-1 on their season, looking to extend it here so far in district play over the Quanah Indians, who are 3-2 coming into this matchup with 5:41 left to play in the first half. Your Wheeler Mustangs 28, Quanah Indians 0, and with the Wheeler Vet Clinic score drive, Dr. King.
Mustangs needed 3 plays to get 54 yards. Israel Andrade, 51-yard touchdown run. And over their last 3 possessions, only need 8 plays on a 31, 52, and 51-yard touchdown run as the Mustangs lead this thing 28-0, 5:41 left in the second.
And Aaron Barone punched that one. It's going to take a gratuitous roll, but almost died at the goal line as it went over the returner's head and Nicholas Gonzalez. And Mustangs could have fell on that. Would have been disastrous for Quanah. But it rolls out of the end zone, and then Quanah will take over their 1st and 10 after the touchback at their own 25.
Talk about modern football. Like, kickers are just getting better and better. And we got, like you said, the fortuity to have one of those kickers. He's got a great talent and great foot for the football.
Quanah's going to take over their 1st and 10 at their own 25. Going to hand it off to Gonzalez. And it's going to be a 1-yard gain brought down by Jackson Graves and Diego Soto.
I feel like I've been wrong.
Can bring up 2nd and 9 from the Quanah 26-yard line. It's 5:17 left to play in the first half. Wheeler 28, Quanah 0. Mustangs looking for a clean sweep as the sub-varsity JV went down to 138-8 at Quanah last night, and the junior high winning that one 16-14. As Quanah's going to run a quick little swing pass out to Gonzalez to the left, and brought down by several Mustangs. Angel Tintori making the initial contact. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for Quanah at their own 32-yard line.
Option left.
Twins to the right, trips to the right, gun left. Gonzalez takes a snap, runs speed option to the left. Going to be read and bottled up. Immediately, Abraham Sagala is going to drop the pitch man. It's going to be Lexton Reese, and that falls short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th and 9 after that loss on the run, tackled by Abraham Sagala. We'll see if they're going to punt this one away. And they will. As Martinez is going to back to punt this one away to Israel Andrade and Garrett Ashurst. And flag on the play is going to be fielded by Israel Andrade, who's going to go left, cut it back to the right, crossing the 50 to the 45, 40, 35, 40. He's tackled, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it's going to be in the area of offsides. Not sure what it's going to be here. Maybe lined up in the neutral zone. I don't know, Mike. Jackson Graves has been back there twice. Looks like he just stick his paw out and he block it. I'm not sure if he's thinking maybe he's going to get rough in the kicker or what's happening, but
yeah, he kind of let off the gas a little bit towards the end. Yeah.
Not sure what the flag was there. Maybe they waved it off, but anyway, it's going to be Mustang football. And after the Israel Andrade 20-yard return, Mustang take over there at the Quanah 35. Ball's placed at the right hash. 3:28 left to play as they come out of the huddle. Trips to the left, gun left. And there's some a car in the end zone has their lights on. So we're going to have to take a delay here.
Tonight's game.
Trips plus slice.
Mustangs come out, trips to the left. Jackson Graves tied in right. Facing 1st and 10, 3:28 left to play in the first half. Mustangs 28, Quanah 0. Looking to strike again as Newkirk takes the snap. Going to hand it off to Gallardo off the right side. Dancing through traffic. He's going to gain 5. And the ball popped out, but they're going to say he was down. Making initial contact for the Indians.
Jackson need one.
Maybe no.
We don't have that. We don't have that number on the roster there, Mike.
Go. Hey, let's go. Trips.
It's gonna be a 5-yard gain there for Andrade, or excuse me, for Gallardo. Be 2nd and 5 from the Quanah 30.
Trips roll flash.
Mustangs come out, trips to the left, same formation, gun left.
Jump there and set people through.
Newkirk takes a snap, rolls to his left, sets his feet, wants to throw. He's got a man in Bryce Hill going over the top. Going to be batted away. Ball's incomplete. Good adjustment there by Hill, and that's going to stop the clock there. Going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's kind of how you draw it up there, Coach. And Cree just throws a dime right there, and Hill tries to work back to the football. Typically, that ends out in at least a pass interference, but a good defense by the Quanah Indians right there, standing the ground and just not able to convert.
Clock stops at 2:37 as Mustangs facing 3rd and 5. Coach Lawrence opened it up a little bit, keeping the run game honest as Mustangs come out and trade to the left. Jackson Graves tight end, left gun right. Newkirk takes a snap, going to hand it off. Going to go Gallardo, scampering out to the left, extending the play, just kind of ran out of real estate, nowhere to go. It's going to be a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up in 4-down territory, making the tackle will be Charlie Call, the senior, 6'2", 240-pounder. And they're going to say no gain as he got back to the original line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd and 5. 4th and 5. We're going to get to the 2-minute timeout here at 2:08. See if the Mustangs elect to run a play. Twins to the right, gun right. Newkirk takes a snap, hands it off to Gallardo. Gallardo stumbling through traffic, not going to be enough to get it. And that'll be a turnover on downs as the Mustangs stall out offensively for the first time tonight as they lead here 28-0. And that'll be the 2-minute timeout here in regulation in the first half. So with 1:57 officially on the clock, with the Mustangs 28, Quanah Indians 0. Mustang football this season brought to you by Ware Chevrolet, Market Square Supermarkets, Shamrock Legacy Insurance, Highlands Pharmacy, the Wheeler Vet Clinic, Capital Farm Credit, Marshall Auto, Lee's Refrigeration, the Studio Coffee Shop, Heffley Hardware, Feed and Appliance, Wellington State Bank's Wheeler Branch, the Wheeler Times, H&H Tire, and Cross Country Barn. Thanks to all those sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Thanks for tuning in on your radio, also watching us here on YouTube or Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors for making both of those stream processes possible. H&H Tire, the Studio, Ware Chevrolet, Cross Country Barn, Market Square Supermarkets, Highlands Pharmacy, Capital Farm Credit, Legacy Insurance, Marshall Auto, Wellington State Bank.
We love you all.
Handoff off the right side out of the bone. Juan Carlos Del Rio. Also Israel Andrade. Diego Samniego.
You send them that way?
Kyler Hibbler and Jackson Graves all in on the football. It's going to be a 5-yard gain. Ball carrier on the play for the Indians will be Lexton Reese as Quanah comes out in twins to the left and right. Gun right. Martinez facing a 3-man front. Mustangs showing pressure. Jackson Graves slants right into the play. Going to be a loss for the Indians as Jackson Graves delivers a punishing shot in the tackle for loss there on the ball carrier, Nicholas Gonzalez.
Two players really standing out. Obviously, Jackson Graves, nothing new there, but yet again, Preston Hampton, freshman, stepping up and able just to really get in the backfield off the nose tackle position. Mustangs still showing stout defense on their defensive line.
Trips to the left, gun left. Martinez takes a snap, runs a swing pass out to the left. It's caught. Be bottled up. And a swarm of Mustangs. Going to be a loss on the play. Mustangs signaling fumble, and it is fumble as it's signaled as off the swing pass. Gonzalez copped it up, and the Mustangs recovered. Mustangs get a gift here before halftime as they do receive the second half kick. Stalled out offensively last series, and 35 seconds left. They got a chance to add to their lead here. They lead 28-0.
Late in the corner side of the field, just really didn't see it there, Coach, until they started signaling of going to the opposite way. Look like if they can try to get in here in the red zone, we got a flag.
Sky high flag in the
Never could.
see what's going to happen. Might have been some chatter. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Quanah.
Yeah, Coach, we talk about this, and you say something they don't like, and the rest just kind of look at you, and I just kind of look at you in a certain way and say, I'm going to throw this thing really high. And you're really touching the headlights over there, or sorry, the skylights right there. And Mustangs get yet another gift off the misconduct penalty inside the red zone on the Quanah 15.
That's a Lee's Refrigeration red zone as the Mustangs take over their 1st and 10 at the Quanah 15. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Newkirk takes the snap, going to hand it off to Gallardo, keeps it for himself off the left side, running through traffic. He's going to go in for it, walk in for a Mustang touchdown. And the Mustangs playing fast offensively as they hit the line of scrimmage full speed. And Newkirk calls his own number, pulls it off the read, and goes in for the Mustang touchdown. Fumble on the swing pass by Quanah gives Mustangs the football as they recover. Dead ball unsportsmanlike gives them 15 yards, and Newkirk walks into the end zone as Aaron Barone gets set to punch another one through. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. 5 for 5 is
Barone
the extra points
on that play. He just
Aaron Barone with 27 seconds left. Your Wheeler Mustangs 35, Quanah Indians 0. Your Mustangs do receive the second half kick. We'll be back with the Mustang kick right after this. Welcome back to Nicholson Field as your Wheeler Mustangs extend their lead here with 27 seconds to play in the first half. I'll score 35-0. And with the Studio Coffee Shop score drive, Dr. King.
Off the late turnover fumble by the Quanah Indians, Mustangs retained possession at the Quanah 30. Took one play off of Creed Newkirk, 15-yard touchdown off a penalty on a misconduct, and the extra point is good as the Mustangs lead this thing 35-0, 27 seconds left in the second quarter.
Aaron Barone's kick is received by Gonzalez, and he's going to go receive it at the 15-yard line. That's going to go to the 32 as he's swallowed up. Jackson Allen, Bryce Hill, David Samniego in around the tackle. With 18 seconds left to play in the first half, Quanah going to take over their 1st and 10 at their own, I believe, the 32. That's where I had it marked, and that's where they're going to say at the 32.
On our live video broadcast, we'll look it into and try to get the Madden Telestrator.
Yeah,
we're working. Every time I'd see it on kickoff, I would circle Mr. Hill flying down the field. Man, he's pretty fun to watch, and yet again gets his nose in there off a kickoff.
Twins to the right and left, gun left. Martinez takes the snap, going to hand it off, and he's going to be swallowed up immediately. Nowhere to go as Jackson Graves and Juan Carlos Del Rio eliminate that play from the playbook, as that'll do it at the end of the first half. Just nowhere to go there by Lexington Reese, and that's going to do it at the end of the first half. Your Wheeler Mustangs 35, Quanah Indians 0 with dominating fashion so far here in the first half. Got another half to play, but the Mustangs looking good here in district play. Start off the night.
Yeah, it's just setting a tempo early, doing their thing on defense, just not allowing the Quanah Indians to establish anything close to a running game, and started getting something going. And it's unfortunate that Quanah quarterback went down early, and Wheeler just kept on doing their thing on offense, establishing the run game. Looks a lot like last year, and Chris Gallardo just having a heck of a ball game thus far, and Mustangs are showing a lot on offense, different looks, and like I said, playing in a dominant fashion, leading this thing 35-0, and the score pretty much the tail of the tape right now.
And you said it, the Mustangs just playing in dominating fashion. Offensively in the run game, especially keeping it mixed up, hitting some pass plays. They're there. They'll connect for sure. Just Just getting that aspect of the ball game going and showing that they can do it. It's there. Great calls there by Coach Lowrance. Timely reverse there to Garrett Ashers, who goes in the end zone, 51-yard touchdown off the tempo play. Kind of puts a nail in the first half there for the Mustangs over the Quanah Indians, and just so far a lot of fun to call here in the first half.
Yeah, Wheeler Mustangs nearly getting probably well over 250 yards on total offense just on the running game alone. Like you said, Coach, it really opens things up to where the passing game will get involved, but really doesn't have to when you're averaging probably 15 yards a pop.
Right. And we look forward to see what second half action brings us. At the end of the first half, Wheeler Mustangs 35, Quanah Indians 0 here in the first week of district play. We'll have some district scores from you from around the area here in the second half. Stay tuned for second half action. I'm Cam Doris here with Dr. Michael King for Wheeler High School Sports Radio on Legends 98.9. Things as your Wheeler Mustangs lead the Quanah Indians 35-0, and the second half kick is underway. It's going to take a Quanah bounce, going to go over Israel Andrade's head. It's going to be caught by Garrett Ashurst, dancing through traffic, sticks a foot in the ground, kind of ran out of real estate. It's going to be slung down. It's going to get his forward progress down to the 20. And making the tackle for the Indians is me Cameron Hamerick, the junior.
Yeah.
And that's going to where the Mustangs take over their 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, trips left foot, center toss.
Mustangs had an excellent first half. 2 penalties early in the first quarter, and since then haven't looked back. Just been running extremely crisp in the run game. Getting the pass game there. Get some of those completed here maybe in the second half as they lead here 35-0 in the first week of district. And here in just a minute, we'll give you some score updates from around the area from Dr. King as the Mustangs come out and trips bunch to the right. Run a quick toss over to David Samniego. He's going to stick a foot in the ground, cut it up. He's going to go to the 30, 40. He's got speed, 50, 40. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going to go to 20, 15, 10. No flags. Touchdown, David Samniego. As he goes 80 to the house off of one touch, showing his speed. And we talked to David on the 50-yard line. You may have heard that during halftime. And David got some big plans for his life. Very focused. Great kid and great call there by Coach Lowrance as they punched it in for 80 right out the gate.
So that scoring drive presented by your Wheeler scoring drive presented by anyways, one play, 80 yards. Sorry,
dude. We're going to cross country barn on that one.
Yeah. 80 to the
Coach
house.
Lowrance and I are having our own combo over here.
And is the Wheeler Mustangs strike hard, strike fast, and within 30 seconds of the second half.
And the extra point is good as Aaron Barone punches that one through. And the cross-country barn score drive there, Dr. King, I apologize. We're there, and 42-0 as the Mustangs go 80. They're right out the gate.
Yep. One play, 80 yards, Samniego to the house. And Wheeler continues to display dominant running game and great play call by Coach Mitchell Lowrance. And, just pretty quick. Should I run through scores?
Yeah, some scores from around the area. Go ahead.
Within the district, Wellington taking on Clarendon. Wellington leads at 27-0. Shamrock taking on Memphis. Shamrock leads at 26-13. Outside of district, Childress taking on Friona. Childress leads at 35-0. Panhandle taking on Fritch, 43-0. Lubbock Liberty leads Perryton 37-7. Canyon in a fist fight with West Plains. West Plains leads at 19-10.
Up 28-7 on Gruber.
And then Stratford is up 28-7 on Gruber. Hereford 21-7 over Pampa. Spearman 28-6 over Sunray, and that's all at half.
26-15 now.
All at half. Canadian Open this week. As Aaron Barone gets set to kick this one off, points left and right. Toe to leather, high, end over end. Kick's going to go to the right, fielded at the 20. Going to go to 25-30, back across the grain, slips. And ball carrier on the return for Quanah. Not on our roster. And that's where Quanah will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line after the 8-yard return.
Yeah.
Mustang football this season brought to you by the Wheeler Times. Newspaper has served Wheeler and the surrounding area for over a century. Lewis and the staff are proud supporters of the Wheeler Mustang teams. Check out the latest edition this week. Martinez under center out of the bone. Going to hand it off the right side. And going to be about a 4-yard gain. Kyler Hibbler in on the tackle. Ball carrier for Quanah is going to be Nicholas Gonzalez. Going to bring up 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain. It's going to be at the Quanah 31-yard line. Ball's placed just inside the left hash. Quanah kicked off the second half. Mustangs went one play, 80 to the house. Quanah goes in twins to the left. Going to send a man in motion left and right, and then they're going to have procedure gets called as out here on the far near side. Bladen Chandler is going to stumble forward as quarterback Gonzalez is going to send Lexton Reese in motion right to left, and that'll move the chains, or excuse me, move the down marker back and bring up 2nd and 11.
ISO.
Ball moves back to the Quanah 26. Out of the bone, Gonzalez under center is going to run counter off the right side. It's going to be Lexton Reese again. The Mustangs going for the strip as Diego Soto had him in the backfield. Israel Andrade and Jackson Allen going for ripping at the football. Going to bring up 4-yard gains, going to bring up 3rd and 6. Looks like the Indians are going to come out in the gun now as they go into 2-back. Twins to the left to the near side. Open receiver up top to the far side. Man in motion right to left. Going to throw it deep. Going to have Garrett Ashurst, an intended receiver, going to fall incomplete. Had a man open there, and James Paz, the senior.
Martinez just laid a great
No flag
ball.
as Martinez aired that one out. Had a man, that would have been a first down. Could have gone in for the touchdown. Garrett Ashurst there to get his hands up there and to disrupt that pass. Falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Indians will punt this one away as Martinez takes a snap. And Jackson Graves is going to push one of the linemen back into the punt, and it's going to be tipped, and it's going to roll, take an Indian bounce.
Yeah, that made my life easy.
And it looked like that wasn't going to go very far there, Mike, and kind of hit the turf and shot all the way down to the 24-yard line. Very surprising there as it just got blocked. Jackson Graves just drove the lineman right back up into the punter, and it came out. It hit him, I think maybe a shoulder pad, and deflected the football, rolled, took a weird trajectory out there, and that's where it's going to end up. Their 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Gave it quite a bit of topspin, just landed at the 40 and just kept on rolling.
It's like we were playing golf out there on the Shamrock Fairway. They're back in 2011, man, so I might as well play out on the highway. Just nowhere.
If I'm hitting it from the south,
rough.
it's going to be north of this county.
Mustangs hand off to Chris Gallardo. Chris Gallardo is going to go off the right side, cut it back up inside. It's going to be a 5-yard gain up to the Mustang 30. Be a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Go H Raider.
The Mustangs kind of just slow it down, opening things on offense. Looks like they're going to have 3 receivers out wide. See what they do here.
To the near side is going to be Jackson Allen and Abraham Segala. Bryce Hill to the far side.
Yeah.
Gun left, Jackson Graves. Sniffer back up behind the right guard. Newkirk takes a snap, going to hand off to Gallardo. Send a stun in. It's going to run through an arm tackle. Goes off the left side, fighting through traffic. Going to go for the first down and move the chains. Gallardo made some play out of nothing as Quanah stunned right into that play and shot Bladen Chandler right into the backfield, and Gallardo showing his strength.
May giving a little assist to your quarterback right there, able to just get a little chip block. Gallardo looked like he was kind of dead to rights in the backfield, sheds the tackle, little assist from his quarterback, springs upfield, gets a first down.
The Heffley Hardware feed and appliance first down. Newkirk takes a snap, and then we're going to get a lined up offsides against the Mustangs. Weren't lined up correctly, and that's going to move the chains. Move the down marker back from the chains. Going to bring up 1st and 15 from the Mustang 33. Played super clean the first half, Mike, except early got 2 quick penalties. Other than that, was super clean and lined up in the wrong spots. They come out and twins to the right, gun left. Abraham Sagala, solo receiver to the near side, handed off to Aaron Barone. Aaron Barone's going to dance through traffic, takes a hit, stays on his feet. He's going to go to the 40.
Great run.
Aaron Barone getting a little part of the action there at the running back spot.
Yeah, delivers a punishing hit to the linebacker and able to maintain control of the football as they're trying to strip. And great run by Aaron Barone.
9-yard gain there by Barone. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 at the Mustang 41. Ball's at the right hash. Mustangs moving left to right, north to south as we watch them here in the box. 9 seconds on the play clock. Mustang's going to have to hurry as the receivers aren't set. You're going to have to call a timeout. Coach Hoover not happy as the Mustangs, especially the receivers, not getting out there and getting set. Got to be aware of the play clock. And with 7:16 left to play here in the third quarter, Wheeler Mustangs 42, Quanah Indians 0. As the Mustangs take a timeout, we'll take one with them. This is Mustang football, Nicholson Field. Welcome back to Nicholson Field as the Mustangs forced to take a timeout as the play clock got away from them there on that 2nd and 7 as they're at their own 41. Ball's placed at the right hash. 7:16 left to play in the third quarter. They do lead at 42-0, wanting to stay crisp as they have a lot of football left to play. Want to keep the Indians with the goose egg on the board. Sends Jackson Allen left to right in motion. Going to hand it off to Aaron Barone. Aaron Barone spins off the left side, fighting through traffic.
Get the linebacker.
And he's going to get 2 yards. Had one linebacker to beat. Didn't get chipped off there from the line up to the second level at the linebacker. And it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, he had a bunch of real estate in front of him if you're able to spring free there, Coach, and just not able to shed that to the second level. The Mustangs looking at a third down.
3rd and 5 at the Mustang 43. Mustang's going to come in and trips bunch to the right. Jackson Graves tied in left, gun left. Newkirk checking the line as everybody up front is going to hand it off to Aaron Barone. Aaron Barone scampering out to the right and needing to cut up field. Looks like he's going to be just shy, maybe by half a yard. Going to bring up 4th and inches. If he sticks a foot in the ground and cuts it back up just a little bit, he gets the first. The Mustang's going to be facing 4th and inches. Here as Barone stretched it to the sideline.
Just shy of the marker, Coach. Tries to just really stretch it outside of the field. Like you said, he just plants his foot forward and falls just even a half yard. He has it. But Mustangs look here on 4th down.
Newkirk takes a snap, going to hand it off to Barone. Barone flies up the middle, takes a shot, and still stays on his feet. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. Goes inside Indian territory at the Quanah 49-yard line. Ball's placed at the right hash. 5:45 and counting here left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs 42, Quanah Indians 0.
No mistake there from Aaron Barone, able to just get to the line of scrimmage and delivers a punishing run, advances the sticks.
Twins to the right, gun right. Newkirk takes a snap, going to hand it off to Israel Andrade this time off the left side. Going to run through traffic, going to hit some speed. 20, cuts it back across the middle. 5-3, touchdown. Had one man to beat at the 3-yard line there, Mike. Right there at the extra point, as the backside corner came back across. Looked like he was going to maybe catch him from the backside, and Andrade just sticks a foot in the ground and gets up into the end zone. Thought he might have hawked him down there right at the 3-yard line, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
Yeah, able to give a little shoulder shimmy and cut it up and get in the end zone. 48-yard touchdown, Israel Andrade.
Mustangs popping off some big run plays tonight. Different backs doing it, as well as Aaron Barone's going to try to make it perfect on the night for himself. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and he's going to kick this one to the rooftop of the school. Is good.
As we were looking, it's hard not to focus on the football and how far he kicks it. You're just trying to see which car is going to get contact. But another great extra point by Barone, and Mustangs continue the onslaught offensively, just running the football. Like I said, a host of runners, and continue to roll this thing. Like on their last drive, I mean, starting out on their own 29, takes 6 plays and then capped off by Israel Andrade, 40-yard touchdown. And the Mustangs winning impressively tonight thus far, 49-0 with 5:09 left in the third quarter.
Just the run game altogether has been hard to stop for Quanah. And just different backs, just different speed, different style, different power, and all getting great blocks up front, having huge holes and huge seams to get to, and they just hit the gap and they're gone. It shows their speed out in the open field as Amberone's going to kick this one away. Toe the leather, high end over and kick's going to go to the left. Going to be fielded by Gonzalez at the 25, the 15. He's going to scamper through, runs left, back right, going to hit by Diego Soto and wrapped up by the rest of the Mustangs. That's where forward progress will stop at the Quanah 32, and they'll take over there at the right hash. Quanah moving from the right to the left with 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Wheeler Mustangs 49, Quanah 0.
Coach, you bring up a good point. They're just controlling the line of scrimmage. You got to hand basically, you can say, majority of the share to the offensive line. They've done their business tonight, and defensive line continues to be standout on defense. But like I said, the game is won in the trenches, and the Mustangs continue to prove what they're pretty much strong in all season and really dominating the football tonight.
Quanah comes out and trips to the right, gun right. Martinez takes a snap. He's got pressure, throws a swing pass, going to fall incomplete. Intended receiver is Gonzalez. And that'll bring up second down as the clock stops there, and 10-second runoff. .449 left to play in the third. Brings up 2nd and 10 for Quanah at their own 32 after the swing pass falls incomplete, intended for Gonzalez. Highlands Pharmacy, one of our sponsors this season, always has a doctor of pharmacy on duty to answer your questions. Highlands Pharmacies are located at 108 West Oklahoma in Wheeler and in Market Square in Shamrock. And Gonzalez's that's going to be Lexton Reese. Run to the left is going to be swallowed up as Abraham Segala and Garrett Asher swallow that one up from the get-go.
Segala showing his range, able to get his left arm around the running back and able to make a great tackle backfield.
Twins to the left, trips to the right, no back. Martinez facing a 3-man front. Tries to get the Mustangs jump off sides. They get back in time. Going to run the comeback route. Coughs it up. See if they're going to say he caught it. He did as the ball went out of bounds. As David Samaniego made an initial contact, punched that ball out, but it went out of bounds. And receiving that's going to be Weston Simmons, the 6'1", 215-pound senior for Quanah. And that'll move the chains.
Able to make the catch and do this thing called a football move.
Right.
And the ball was fumbled out of bounds, but Quanah Indians able to get a first down.
Trips to the right. Man in motion left to right. He's going to run the sweep off the right side. 6 foot in the ground. Looking for a cutback. Gets it, spins. Still on his feet for the sophomore. Finally tripped up by Abraham Segala, and that's going to be Lexton Reese. And that'll move into Mustang territory at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it's been hard tread for Lexon Reese, but he's a talented running back, and he nearly broke it right there.
Quanah looking to get on the board. Mustangs trying to hold their scoreless record thus far. The defense playing tough all season long to come out and Novak. Send Reese in motion again. They're going to run the same play off the right side. Mustangs are going to pursuit to the football this time. Nowhere to go as Reese going to take a loss on the play of about 2, maybe 3 yards. That'll be back to the 42 as they officially say to the 43. That'll be a 3-yard loss as the Mustang defense just runs him out of bounds. Nowhere to go in the pursuit.
Mustang defense, like you said, just playing the game of pursuit, and all the linebackers just kind of flood to the football and able to really give nothing up on the line of scrimmage and back them up 2 yards here for third down.
In the bone, Martinez under center going to run just lead off the left side. Flag on the play. It's going to be a 4-yard gain to the going to call. It's going to be against the Indians. We call a sideline warning, I guess. Guess they're going to call it a warning. Not a flag. It is tight over there on that visitor sideline. Going to bring it third down. 3rd and 8, Mike, from the Mustang 39-yard line. As Quanah comes out in no back, trips to the right, twins left. Gonzalez takes a snap, drops back in the pocket, wants to throw. He's deep, scrambles to the right. Kyler Hibbler on his hip, going to be ran out of bounds and hit by Joaquin Tintori. Going to bring up 4th down on the scamper. As he was so deep off of his drop there, Mike, looked like he ran for a lot, but he just catch him back up and gained about a half a yard as it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Kyler Hibbler standing his ground and stays at home and able to force back out of bounds as the Quanah Indians on the Wheeler side of the field looking at a 4th down, trying to convert.
Martinez has converted here on 4th down, especially when he came in after Parr was hurt here on his first play. Throws, sends Lexon in motion left to right, and looks like Quanah's going to get called for procedure as Kyler Hibbler kind of jumped. Not necessarily, he wasn't in the neutral zone, but kind of jumped and made the right tackle for Quanah jump. Get called for procedure. Is going to bring up 4th and 13 now from the Mustang 43. Ball's placed at the right hash. 1:05 and counting here to play in the third. Mustangs 49, Quanah is 0. No back. Martinez takes the snap, drops back, looks left, wants to throw, throws it across the middle, does, breaks it up, broken up. That'll be a turnover on downs as Bryce Hill heads up play, as you don't want to lose 14 yards off the interception. But the Mustangs will take over on downs after that 4th down pass falls incomplete. Take over there at their own 43.
Yeah, Bryce Hill not too shy with a contested football. Will go up there and go after it, and does a great job knocking it down as the Mustangs retain possession.
49 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Mustangs come out in twins to the right, open left. David Samniego to the right of Newkirk is going to hand it off. Samniego going to stick a foot in the ground and get up field. Going to be wrapped up this time. Had one man to beat. Great tackle there by Gonzalez for the Indians. Going to get to the 45-yard line. 2-yard gain is going to bring up 2nd and 8. 30 seconds left to play. It's not going to match up to the play clock, so the Mustangs have to run another play to get to the fourth quarter. Abraham Segala and Jackson Allen. Twins receiver to the near side. Bryce Hill to the far side. Newkirk takes a snap. Going to hand it off to Samniego off the right side. Sticks a foot in the ground again. Cuts up field. Going to be another 3-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 5, as that'll do it at the end of 3 as the buzzer goes off. At the end of 3, you'll be the Mustangs 49, Quanah 0. Mustangs facing a 3rd and 5 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's just a continuation. Mustangs do what they need to do on that last quarter, and like I said, still pitching a shutout, and that should make it 3 out of the last 4 games if they were able to do so.
Yes.
But Mustangs, basically, what did they have? A record string last year. Coach Hoover,
like six games or 7 games.
And Coach Hoover just really, just picking up where he left off. I mean, you lose some guys on defense, next man up, and then this new class playing some defense. They just seem to be a little bit more faster on defense.
Right.
Last year they were stout, they had size, but this defense really swarms to the football and still playing aggressively, offensively and defensively.
So going into fourth quarter, Mustangs look like they're going to take this one here. Go 1-0 in district, 5-1 on their season. Looking to keep Quanah scoreless, as shutouts are a goal that you have on the goal board. As Mustangs face a 3rd and 5, handed off to Joaquin Tintori off the right side. He's going to be bottled up immediately. Flag on the play. We might be in the area of a face mask as he was slung around. We're going to see what they call. They are going to call personal foul face mask as Tintori
I think
had his helmet ripped off there.
Yeah,
Mike.
I was going to say that's a pretty good indicator when a guy's missing his helmet.
Tintori, not the biggest man on the field, but he welcomes the contact. Welcomes the penalty as you sling him around. He'll take it.
Yeah. His head is on his shoulders, and like I said, he'll take those 15 yards any day. As the Mustangs advance it across the field at the Quanah 43-yard line. 43.
Clock running here as the Mustangs lead 49-0. Trips to the right, gun right. Newkirk takes the snap, going to hand it off to Tintori. Tintori's going to be bottled up. There's nowhere to go for Tintori as initial contact's going to be made by Blayton Chandler for the Indians. And that'll bring up 2nd and long from the Quanah 40. Mustang football this season brought to you by the Wheeler Vet Clinic. Wheeler Vet Clinic at 1309 West Oklahoma in Wheeler offers professional care for your livestock and pet needs. For appointments, call Doctors Ben Ed and Leanne Hillhouse at 806-826-5821. Tray formation to the left. Going to hand it off to Tintori. Tintori sticks a foot in the ground and gains a yard. There's nowhere to go as Tintori is swarmed up. Mustangs making quite a few substitutions here in this fourth quarter. In at tight end is going to be the junior Saul Gallardo. Also Ty Taylor in on the offensive line. Daniel Hernandez checking into the ball game. The Mustangs got 5 seconds on the play clock trying to scramble. Newkirk takes a snap, going to hand it off to Tintori, getting a lead block from Newkirk. He's going to scramble out to the left. He's going to fight for yards. He's going to be tackled by Gonzalez. Stays in bounds. And he's going to be about a 7-yard gain there by Tintori. He's going to bring up 4th down and a long 6, Mike.
Yeah, looking to get Tintori into the end zone himself and make it every running back on their roster will get a tutty tonight if they were able to do so.
9:25 left to play in this ball game. Mustangs 49, Quanah 0. Abraham Segala and Jackson Allen, twins out to the right. Tintori, gun right. Going to hand it off to Tintori again off the left side. Stiff arm is going to stick a foot in the ground and look like he was going to touch, but a low center of gravity, and the Mustangs going to get called for a hold. As Tintori's going to run out of real estate, and that penalty will be declined, and that'll be a turnover on downs as Quanah will take over here. 1st and 10 with 9:07 left to play in this ballgame, trailing to the Wheeler Mustangs 49-0. And that Tintori run gets to the Quanah 31-yard line. Ball's placed at the right hash. Quanah moving from the left to the right. Mustang football this season brought to you by Capital Farm Credit. It was a cooperative owned by the same farmers, ranchers, agribusiness, and rural homeowners that serve in Wheeler, Gray, Roberts, and Collingsworth counties. Marshall Auto has the largest areas of in-stock inventory of parts and supplies for cars, trucks, and tractors. Marshall Auto's tradition of great service continues on the square in Wheeler. Trips to the right, gun right. Going to hand it off to Gonzalez. And Abraham Segala going to tackle Gonzalez for a 4-yard gain. 3-yard gain officially going to take Quanah to their own 33.
Segala came flying off the edge and able to track down the running back from not getting any extra yards. Great play by Abraham Segala.
3-man front from the Mustangs. No back. Martinez takes a snap. Once the throw does, it's caught. And finally brought down by Garrett Ashurst. Big receiver there for the Indians and Weston Simmons, a 6'1", 215-pounder. Getting some yards after catch. Going to take it for 1st down, moving the chains to the Quanah 46. Quanah in no back, trips to the left, twins right, trying to get on the board as Martinez sends Simmons in motion right to left. Going to run quarterback sweep off the left side, scrambles. Going to stick a foot in the ground. He's speedy. He's going to go for the 1st down plus some. It's finally going to be brought down. As Martinez scampers, it's Bryce Hill and Abraham Segala making the tackles. Flag on the play. Could be out there in the area of a hold. We'll see. Is way back behind the ball. So see if Quanah is going to get called for a hold and negate the play, and they are going to get called for a hold.
A tough one to take because that was a great play by Martinez, really showing his speed, breaking it outside, and negates the big run.
Martinez sent Lexton Reese in motion right to left and got out there. Instead of handing it off to him, he went out and was a lead blocker. So they had four lead blockers on the left side. Quanah going to come out and twins to the left and right gun left. Going to hand it off to Martinez. Martinez hit right at the line of scrimmage. Hit high by Daniel Hernandez, and then Joaquin Tintori going to come clean it up. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 15 at the Quanah 41.
Great play by Daniel Hernandez. Middle linebacker able to read the run and just make contact at the line of scrimmage.
Lots of subs in on the Mustang defense, getting some play and doing a good job thus far, trying to keep them off the board as Martinez takes a snap, wants to throw down the middle of the field. He's got Gonzalez going to be intercepted by Bryce Hill, goes up and gets it. Sticks a foot in the ground, is going to go north. Big interception return there for Bryce Hill as he saw nothing but green grass over there, Mike, and just kind of got hawked down, shoelace tackle from behind, had one man to beat.
We mentioned earlier on a contested football on 4th down, he just knocks it down, but went up there and picked it, elevated at its highest point. It's a great grab for an interception, and looked like he was going to try to get himself a pick 6, but got tripped up, and the Mustangs have this thing on the Quanah 45-yard line.
Cody Sanchez checking into the ball game for the Mustangs. Edwin Ramirez also in the ball game for the Mustangs on the offensive line. Twins to the right, open left. Nobody out here covering Bryce Hill. Newkirk hands it off to Tintori. Tintori dances in the backfield. There's nowhere to go as he's going to be tackled for a loss. And making the tackle, not on our roster, number 25. Going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mustang football also brought to you by the Studio Coffee Shop. Like Christy Davis, owner of the studio, says, we have dang good coffee, home-baked goods, made-to-order sandwiches, everything made with fresh ingredients. Get a free cookie on your first visit at the studio on the square in Wheeler.
I will vouch, it is dang good coffee.
Twins to the left, two-back, going to hand it off to Aaron Barone. Aaron Barone's going to get a 3-yard gain. Initial contact can be made for Quanah. Can be Cameron Hamrick on the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 8. Yeah, the studio is good coffee, good food. If you get a chance, you haven't been up there, you don't get up there very often, make sure you go visit. They do a great job. It's nice to have something like that here in town.
Yep, she keeps my wife and I awake, and we definitely need that.
Right. Newkirk's going to take the ball and hand it off to Tintori. Tintori is going to be hit in the backfield for a big loss as Quanah stunts here on some of the younger guys and some of the guys that aren't used to picking up these stunts. So it's going to bring up 4th down for the Mustangs. This looks like Newkirk going to be done for the night. There's 4:14 left to play. The Mustangs probably punt this one away. Bryce Hill going to get back at the punter spot. 3 seconds on the play clock. Looks like the Mustangs may take a delay of game. And they will take a delay of game, and they'll back this one up. Punt it away.
Yeah, efficient game from your quarterback tonight. Calling things at the line, really controlling the line of scrimmage, making an audible really early in the first quarter to set the tempo, got Gallardo involved, and then just basically hit the ground ever since and pretty much dominated this game. So great game for him and great game offensively.
Bryce Hill to punt this one away, snap back, and have to go get it, flag on the play. High end over end kick to be fair caught. And that's where Quanah will take over. Again, number 17 not on our roster. I apologize. Going to call procedure against the Mustangs. It's running that second team, punt team there. Trying to get everybody set and where they need to be. Don't get to work on it hardly at all. And showed up there here on the punt. As Quanah will move up to, we'll see what they're going to want to do here before we say where they're going to start off.
Yeah, penalties declined, and pretty much like everybody is like, cool flag, bro.
Yeah.
And kind of like late in the game at this time period, I mean, by the book,
Right.
You want to call it. It was that, but, I'm just going to leave things unsaid, Coach.
Yeah.
Don't want to get us in too much trouble.
Right. So that penalty is declined, and so Quanah will take over at their own 21-yard line here in the bone. Martinez under the center. Going to hand it off to Reese. Reese is going to go for an 8-yard gain and gets up to the 30. Going to bring up 2nd and 2 with 3:30 left to play in the ball game. Mustang football brought to you by Cross Country Barn. The barn's got, if you want, up to 15 cents a gallon on fuel. using your Phillips 66 app. Quanah staying in the bone. Martinez is going to hand it off on the counter. Going to go to Gonzalez, I believe. Gonzalez, the ball carrier, and that'll be enough to move the chains. As we're in the 50 seconds away from the 2-minute timeout, as Quanah gets to their own 37. Mustang football also brought to you by Wellington State Bank's Wheeler branch, as they serve the local community for decades with modern banking services and online banking. They are your partner in progress for all your 21st century banking. Going to run Wildcat, going to fake it with Gonzalez. Gonzalez drops the snap, flag on the play. Gonzalez going to be tackled by Abraham Segala, Jackson Allen, and Garrett Ashurst around the play. Flag on the play. We'll see holding against the Indians. .213 left to play in the ball game. 13 seconds away from the 2-minute timeout. To step this one off on the hold.
Well, Mustangs continue to march, and next week we got Memphis and the Shamrock. They're playing them tonight, and we'll check the scores on that before tonight ends. But like I said, Mustangs really singing their voices tonight. Opening district play with the statement game of 49-0, really doing their basic on-brand football of running it on the ground and playing, just really swarming to the football, defensive tackles and breaking down, and just fundamentally not really much to coaches to talk about other than a curious lateral earlier. But all out of good fun. Mustangs continue to roll.
And at the 2-minute timeout, that's official NCAA rules trickle down to us. So at the 2-minute timeout, we'll take one with them. Stay tuned for the last 2-minute action, see if the Mustangs can pitch a shutout. This is Mustang football, Nicholson Field. Yeah, what do you got on the score over there?
Hey.
I'm about to go level up. I cannot settle for nothing. I never been regular. Always knew I could do better. I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in. Me and the money are way too attached. Still repping 919. The city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve. I put in the work. Now I'm on a level up.
32. 32 to 19? Okay. Okay.
Gonzalez in at the Wildcat. 1st and 20. Sends a man in motion left to right. Gonzalez going to keep it off the Wildcat, and he's going to be hit hard by Daniel Hernandez, but not before he gets a 12-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and be 11-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 for Quanah at their own 38-yard line. Ball's placed at the right hash. Not sure what happened to Martinez, Mike, as he hasn't been back in a while, as Gonzalez has gone and taken over at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, just a bit of a different look, and almost semi-running a Wildcat offense as they are actually spread out on this play.
Run the same play, but to the left. Martinez going to keep it this time, hit by Daniel Gonzalez, and he's going to clean that one up.
Coach, we were talking about the Mustangs' next opponent is with the Memphis Cyclones. Is Shamrock's taking them on as we speak, and Shamrock leads at 32-19 over Memphis in the third quarter.
Looks like the Mustangs here with 46 seconds left in this ball game are going to take their season record to 5-1 and 1-0 in district. Try to pitch a shutout here as if they can hold Quanah here, looks like, to one more play. Martinez going to take the snap. Going to hand this one off as Joaquin Tintori is going to hit. And Abraham Segala is down. Not what we want to see with 17 seconds left. I think he's all right. I think he just got hit right in the shin bone. That feels good. Ball carrier for Quanah is going to be Nicholas Gonzalez. Excuse me, Blayton Chandler, as Nicholas Gonzalez handed that one off. And that's going to do it at Nicholson as your Wheeler Mustangs go 1-0 in district and 5-1 on their season as they shut out the Quanah Indians by a score of 49-0.
Impressive fashion, Coach. Like you said, they really no glitz, no glamour, just 5 yards, 15 yards in a cloud of dust, able to house some long runs and really allowing nothing defensively as they pitch another shutout. And just a great way to start it off in district play, going 1-0 as they meet with the Memphis Tigers next week. And
Cyclones.
I'm thinking of college ball.
Yeah, there you go.
Memphis Cyclones. Both cities.
There you go.
Both cities.
Right.
You can call it a small town. But, yeah, like I said, the Mustangs will meet up with the Memphis Cyclones. And like I said, they just got to draw it up, get ready for it, enjoy this win tonight and tomorrow, and then Monday morning just start it all over again. And like I said, Coach Hoover getting the players just continue to be motivated, and they're playing some great football right now.
You know, like we talked about coming off of after our bye week, you know, you want to be crisp and you want to be sharp, especially going into district. That's where you want it. Your open week right before district play, and the Mustangs, you know, came out sharp. Very few penalties, very aggressive on defense, swarming the football, obviously pitching that shutout, putting a lot of points up on the board, just springing the runners. They're 50, 52, 53-yard runs and 80-yard run one time. So the Mustangs putting up a lot of yards there offensively in the run game, and great job up front.
You know, and you hit on it, Coach, and we would talk about it being their nemesis, getting illegal procedure penalties before the snap, pre-snap penalties. Really haven't seen that much out of this year's Wheeler Mustangs. And like you said, just playing crisp, clean football. And nice shot into the bucket, throwing the rosters in the trash can as we move on to next week. And like I said, really nothing to talk about other than just dominating football. And like I said, your Wheeler Mustangs are playing pretty darn good form of it.
And with that, Mustangs go 1-0 in district, 5-1 on their season total as they shut out the Quanah Indians tonight at Nicholson by a score of 49-0. Be with us as we're back at Nicholson next week with the Mustangs as they take on the Memphis Cyclones. And thanks for tuning in tonight. I am Camden Doris along with Dr. Michael King for Wheeler High School Sports Radio on Legends 98.9.